Hi there, I'm Erin with Five Parks Yoga. Thanks for joining me for class today. Today's class is a winter warm-up. So bring the tropical vibes that you see on the screen into your space. When this class is released, I'll be right there with you back in snowy, cold Colorado. So the objective today is to build our internal heat. And even if it's cold around us, we can be warm inside, we can be warm in our muscles, we can be warm in our breath. So let's start seated today. Bring your hands onto your knees, just taking a loose grip on your knees, grounding your energy down through your sitting bones onto your mat as you reach the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Close your lips, breathe in through your nose. Find your Ujjayi pranayama, breathe out through your nose. Gentle constriction to the back of your throat, making your breath audible. Warming the air as it comes in through your nose and out through your nose. Take 3 more breaths here in this seated position. One more inhale. And nice, slow exhale. All right, let's warm up the spine in all directions. So breathe in, lift your arms up overhead. Breathe out, come off to the left, reaching your right arm up and over. Breathe in, come back through center. Breathe out, come off to the right, reaching your left arm up and over. Breathe in, come to center. Exhale, twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee, your left hand out behind. Take 1 full inhale and exhale here in your twist, looking out over your shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee, your right hand out behind. Look out over your shoulder. Take 1 full breath in and out. Deep breath in, bring your arms up overhead. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, press your fists down, lift your chin up. And hinge from your hips, fold forward, reach your arms up over the back of your head, stretching your shoulders and your chest, your low back. Keep your sitting bones grounded on the floor. Come all the way back up. Release your hands, come into tabletop position. In tabletop position, place your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Move through 3 rounds of cat and cow with your breath. So breathe in for cow pose, dropping your belly. Breathe out to cat pose, rounding your spine. Go at your own pace, linking the extension of the movement to the extension of your breath. We're going to meet back in tabletop position. Let's engage the core, warm up in spinal balance. Extend your right arm out in front of your left leg, back behind you. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, round your spine. Bring your elbow to your knee. Make contact. Inhale, extend to spinal balance. Exhale, round your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, spinal balance. Exhale, elbow to knee, round your spine. Breathe in, spinal balance. Breathe out, bring your right hand to the floor, bring your left leg to the left, position your heel behind your toes, and then tuck your right toes under, bring your hip to your heel, walk your hands forward, get that nice inner thigh stretch as you release your forehead down onto your mat. Take a full breath here. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Take the top of your right foot flat to the floor. As you breathe in, sweep your arms up overhead. You can bring your left toes to the left, slide your left hand down your left leg, reach your right arm up and over for gate pose, and then you're gonna come back through center and bring your right hand onto the floor as you lift your left leg up off of your mat or the floor for a modified side plank. Now bend your left leg, take your foot from the outside, kick it back. If that's not accessible to you, just hold modified side plank. This is just bonus quad and hip opener. Extend your left leg long if it's not there already. Look down at your hand, press off of your hand, come all the way back up as you breathe in, and then exhale, come back to tabletop position. Activating the core, spinal balance on the other side. Extend your left arm forward, your right leg back. Breathe in deeply here. As you exhale, round your spine, elbow to knee, make contact, squeeze it in. Inhale, spinal balance. Exhale, round. Again. Spinal balance. Keep your right leg lifted, take your left hand to your mat, bring your right foot to the right, position your right heel behind your right toes. Tuck your left toes under, bring your hip to your heel, walk your hands forward, release your forehead down onto your mat. Take a full breath here. Come forward, take the top of your foot flat to the floor, your hands underneath your shoulders. As you breathe in, reach your arms up overhead, point your right toes to the right, and then gate pose. Slide your right hand down your right leg as you reach your left arm up and over. Make your way back through center, and then modified side plank. Bring your left hand to the floor. Lift your right leg up so it's parallel to the floor. Your right arm is reaching up toward the ceiling. And then if you want to take the chaturanga variation, you can bend your right leg, take your foot from the outside, kick it back. You can look up if you want, or you can look down to support your balance. If you're not already, come back to modified side plank. Look down at your hand, press onto off of your left hand, bring your arms up overhead, come back to tabletop position. Now tuck all 10 toes under, lift your hips, release your heels for downward facing dog. Look back towards your heels, the back of your mat. Take an inhale and an exhale. Lift both heels high, release both heels to the right. Stretch through your left side. Come back through center, lift both heels high, release both heels down, stretch through your right side. Lift both heels high and release them back down onto your mat. On your next breath in, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, round your spine, bring your knee toward your nose, and then set your right foot between your hands. Step onto your right foot, lift your left leg up for standing splits. As you breathe out, bring your left knee behind your right, squat down, jiva squat. Breathe in, standing splits. Breathe out, low lunge. On your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead for crescent lunge. As you exhale, release your left heel to your mat, open up to the side for warrior two. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, bring your right hand towards your left thigh and your left arm up and over. So you're kind of making like an X if you were to look at yourself. Inhale, reverse warrior. Let's do that again. Exhale, reach your right hand toward the back of your mat, your left arm toward the front of your mat. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, low lunge. Step back to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway down. If chaturanga is not in your practice, come onto your belly. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next breath in, Lift your left leg up, round your spine, knee to nose. Set your left foot between your hands. Step your weight onto your left foot. Lift your right leg high for standing splits, looking back at the back of your mat. As you breathe out, come into a squat, jiva squat. Bring your right knee behind your left. Squat down, squeeze in as tight as you can, and then extend up to standing splits. As you exhale, release your right foot back down onto your mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach up toward the ceiling. Exhale, warrior two. Release your heel down onto your mat. Bring your arms parallel. On your breath in, come to reverse warrior. On your breath out, bring your left hand toward your right thigh. Your right hand past the front of your mat. So you're making like an X if you were to look at yourself from the side. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, cross your arms. Use your core. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, low lunge. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Let's keep moving, building that heat from within. Breathe in, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, jiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, standing staff. So you're standing on your right foot, bringing your left leg through, bent or straight as you lift your arms up. Exhale, airplane. You can take airplane lunge if airplane's not in your practice. Just balancing here on your right foot. If you're in airplane, breathe in. We'll all meet at airplane lunge. Set your left foot down. Come back up to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, make that cross of your arms. Use your core. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon or side angle pose. Taking another balance here, lifting your left leg parallel to your mat, hips open to the side. Take one more breath in. Exhale, make your way to prayer squat from half moon or side angle. Breathe in, lift your arms up for standing star, five-pointed star. Exhale, standing straddle splits, heels behind your toes, come all the way down. Halfway lift. Exhale, take a side lunge to the front of your mat. Bend your right leg. Have your hands on the floor or at your heart. Take a side lunge to the back of your mat. Come into low lunge at the front of your mat. Come into lounging lizard. Bring your right toes out to an angle. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your right hand back toward your left foot. And then make your way back to low lunge. Chaturanga if it's in your practice. Otherwise, down onto your belly. Upward facing dog or cobra, and back to downward facing dog. Let's take that flow on the other side. Lift your left leg up. Step forward. Low lunge. Standing splits. Breathe in. Exhale, jiva squat. Stretch up to standing splits. Make your way to standing staff, balancing on your left foot, extending your arms up. Leg is bent or straight. And then sweep that right foot right past your left foot as you come into airplane pose. Hinging forward, nice flat back. Airplane pose is an alternative, or airplane lunge pose. Now, if you're not in airplane lunge, step your right foot back. Inhale back to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior, breathe in. Cross your arms, left arm reaching back, right arm reaching forward. Reverse warrior in preparation for half moon pose, balancing once again, or extended side angle. Find your balance, hips open to the side, right arm reaching up. Take a deep breath in. Lightly step back to prayer squat. Sink down, shoulders over hips, hands to your heart. Breathe in, 5-pointed star. Breathe out, standing straddle splits. Halfway lift on your inhale. Side lunge to the front of your mat, hands on the floor or hands at heart. Side lunge to the back of your mat. Low lunge to the front of your mat. Lounging lizard, bring your left toes out, roll onto the outer edge of your right foot as you reach your left hand back. Make your way back, plant your hand, high plank to chaturanga, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Look toward your hands, float your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Come into low squat malasana pose. Bring your thumbs toward your sternum. Reach through the crown of your head as you release your hips down and you release your heels down in the direction of your mat. Take a deep breath in and out. Lower down onto your seat. Lift your feet up off of the floor for boat pose. Balancing here, using your core, finding that fire within. So feel it in your navel center, navel chakra, your solar plexus. Remember, in boat pose, you can hold on to the backs of your thighs. You can have your legs bent or straight. Just push yourself to your own personal edge. Okay, we're going to release from here into cow face pose. You're going to place your left leg on the floor first. Bring your right leg on top of your left. You're working in the direction of stacking your knees one on top of the other. If you'd like, keep your sitting bones grounded, and if you'd like to add the arms, cow face arms, you're gonna bring your right arm up and over. You can take your left hand to your right elbow, or you can reach your left hand around and clasp your hands behind your back. Sit up tall and hold here. All right, if you're holding your arms, release them. We're gonna take that fun turnaround, moving into cow face on the other side. So you're just gonna rock yourself forward, place your hands on your mat, tuck your toes under, lift up and walk your hands to the left and around. All the way around, 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 and sit down. Now your right leg is on bottom. If that didn't work out for you, just bring your right leg down. You're stacking your left leg on top, working in the direction of bringing your left knee directly on top of your right. If you're not there yet, that's okay. You're just working in that direction. Keep your sitting bones grounded. For cow face arms, left arm up and over, you can bring your right hand onto your left elbow, or you can clasp your hands behind your back. Just stay upright. And if your arms are in cow face, release them. Make your way back to boat, where we began. And now from boat, you're gonna roll the length of your spine one time, come forward, and then you can step or jump back through chaturanga. So roll back, roll forward, cross your ankles, jump to chaturanga, or step back, high plank, lower down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Exhale here. Lift your right leg up. Step forward, low lunge, crescent lunge, airplane lunge or airplane, standing staff. Okay, you can take traditional tree or standing half lotus. So for tree, Place your foot, ankle, calf, or thigh, or you can bring your left foot to half lotus pose. Bring your hands to your heart, or you can support your foot with your hand. We're going to hold here for 3 breaths. Okay. From here, release your left foot and come into dancer pose. So bend your leg. Left palm faces up. Take your foot from the inside. Bring your knees to touch. Lift your right arm up. Kick your foot into your hand. Start to slowly release. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Tall mountain. Standing forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back chaturanga or step back, high plank, lower, halfway or all the way. Then meet back in downward facing dog. Let's balance on the other side. Lift your left leg high. Step forward. Crescent lunge. Nice slow fluid movement all the way to airplane pose. Slow fluid movement all the way to standing staff. Standing staff to tree or half lotus. Bring your right foot to your left thigh. Bring one or both hands to your heart. You can hold on to your right foot with your left hand. In tree, arm variations, palms at heart center, or lifting up toward the ceiling. We're going to make our way to dancer pose. Right palm faces up. Take your foot from the inside. Bring your knees back together. Bring your left arm straight up. Kick your foot into your hand. And start to release from dancer. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Right arm up. Standing forward fold. Halfway lift. Last time through. High plank, chaturanga, back to down dog. Come down onto your shins, cross your ankles. Come to a seat. Extend your legs out in front of you, reach your arms up. Forward fold, Paschimottanasana, seated, forward fold. Release from your fold, come all the way upright. Bend both of your legs, take your feet flat to the floor, lower down onto your back. Right away, we're gonna come into reclined pigeon pose for a hip stretch. So cross your right ankle over your left knee. Lift your left foot up off the floor. Hold on to your thigh or your shin. Flex your feet back to your knees. Draw your left knee closer in as you press your right knee closer toward the front of your mat. Set your left foot down on your mat, uncross your ankles. Bring your right foot to the floor, arms rest alongside your body. Inhale, lift your hips up for bridge. Exhale, lower down. Again, bridge, breathe in. Release, breathe out. Roll up, breathe in. Roll down, exhale. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Lift your right foot up off the floor for reclined pigeon pose. Hold onto your thigh or your shin. Flex your feet back. Draw your right knee in. Press your left knee toward the front of your mat or forward. Bring your right foot to the floor. Uncross your ankles. Draw your knees into your chest. Loose squeeze here. Bring your arms to capital T, palms face down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your knees to the right to hover. Come through center, bring your knees to the left to hover. Breathe in to center. Bring your knees to the right and set them down. Look to the left. Through center. Bring your knees to the left. Bring your arm to the right. Look to the right. Come to center. Hold on to your knees. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Squeeze. Release, Shavasana. Let your body rest heavy on the floor. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it at the top. When you're ready, release it through your mouth. Return to the natural rhythm of your breath. Stay here in Shavasana if you have the time. Otherwise, extend your arms overhead. Bring your legs together, point your toes. Breathe in deeply. Roll onto your left side, cradling your head in your arm. Taking a moment in gratitude for this time and this space, your commitment to your yoga practice, your commitment to self-care, your connection to your breath, body, and mind. When you're ready, make your way to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. From my heart to each and every one of yours, namaste and stay warm.